here's the latest. Like, it turns out, I'm telling you, Black and Abdallah, I think it's funny, but I'm telling you, Jurko was right on May 9th. The teams thought the schedule was coming out tomorrow.
I told you guys.
The holdup is Netflix. It is going to be released next Wednesday.
It's going to be huge, Carm.
Boomer Esiason was the first one we heard start to float the idea earlier in the week on his show in New York that, hey, don't be shocked if one of the Christmas games ends up on Netflix. It is now very much, and I know John Orand, formerly of Sports Business Journal, who's well-connected, was reporting on this last night. CBS Sports is reporting on it now, Jurko. It is very much looking like Netflix will land the doubleheader, the Christmas Day night doubleheader. And that is probably what the holdup in the schedule release has been. So for next year, if this holds true, what all the reporting is at this point, you will need, in addition to just having your TV. Now, if you're in the home market, the NFL is always going to make the games available, okay? If you live in Kansas City, even if you didn't have Peacock last year, guess what? You got to watch the playoff game because the games are always available in the home market, no matter what, okay? But for those of us that love football, that want to watch a lot of football and watch as many games as possible, you will not only need over-the-air television, you will need, if you want the package of NFL games, which I have. I have YouTube TV, so I subscribe to that. You will need YouTube. If you want to watch the other standalone games, you will need Netflix, Peacock, ESPN Plus, and Amazon Prime. If my count is right, it's 22 total games, including a playoff game, that will be aired on those streaming services, Yerk. I think I did the math on that, right? Netflix, Peacock, ESPN Plus, and Amazon Prime will all have standalone games. I have 3 of the 4. I do not have Peacock. I went to a friend's house who's got Peacock to watch the playoff game last year, the chilly game in Kansas City between the Dolphins and the Chiefs. I don't think I will get it. If I miss week 1 Packers-Eagles on a Friday of Labor Day weekend, or the weekend after Labor Day.
You'll go to your buddy's house.
I'll either do that, or if I miss it, I miss it. I'm not like all worked up about it. I wouldn't want to miss a playoff game. I can miss week 1 in Sao Paulo. I have Netflix, I have ESPN Plus, I have Amazon Prime, so I guess I'm good in all the others. But this is the trend, Yerk. This is the direction of the league. It's not going to sit well with everybody, but
I don't have Amazon Prime. Though my daughter says she can put it on my thing in a half heartbeat because she's got it.
Now, a lot of times you're out on Thursdays and the bars will put the games on, the streaming games, the Thursday night games.
Well, remember last year on Thursday, I told you the bartender had to put her own account in. And she put her account in, and boom, there it was on the TV for us. So,
right. And so you watch games that way a lot.
Someone called into Cap and J Hood when they were talking about this the other day and said that I don't know if it's the league or if it's Amazon, that they have spies that will go into bars and check and see if you have an account or not. And if you're showing the game and you don't have an account, they'll fine you.
Get out.
And one of someone from a bar called in and said that they also have to pay for Peacock if they want Peacock. I think it was something like it was like either $280 or $300 per TV a month.
So is the league really, I guess it's all about money. You're telling me that they're going to crack down on a bartender putting his or her Amazon Prime account on the TVs or
That's
Peacock?
That's what this guy that called in, he said he works at a bar, owns a bar, called in and was going through how much this actually ends up costing bars to do that. And like a lot, they're going to go to every single bar in the city or in the suburbs.
How do you monitor that?
But you could technically get dinged for it.
Do you like...
So here it is. Why the change? Why is it happening? Why is Netflix getting into sports?
I'm sorry, $80 per TV, not quite $280. $80 per TV.
Most bars have
a lot, though.
20, though. Most bars have 20 TVs. That's
a lot of money.
$1,600.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for a bar. I mean, that's a problem. The change makes sense for Netflix, and I'm reading from an article here. The reason to show sports is to sell ads. Netflix didn't used to be in the ad business, but now it is. So...
I didn't know Netflix was in the ad business.
They are now.
The live
Netflix didn't used to be it, but now it is, yes. So I don't know what it's going to cost. I don't know what the money is. What are they looking for? How much does it include a playoff game? Is it just
you
two
can get
Christmas
tiered
games?
packages with Netflix, right? You can get ad-free. You can get
Well,
I believe Netflix
I don't
now
know.
has ads
I've
now.
never seen an ad on Netflix. What am I missing? I watch Netflix plenty. I've never seen an ad on anything.
I think you're
watch
talking about Hulu, Abdallah.
Oh, am I talking about
Hulu?
Hulu?
Hulu for
These
sure.
guys are talking. These people are talking to people from Netflix.
Now, there
and what
will
they
be
used to do,
ads.
and
There
what
will
they
be
did.
because of the game.
In a football game,
Yeah.
I understand that. The live programming could have ads.
But they're in the ad business.
So-
They weren't before. Now they are.
A lot of us, especially a lot of our young listeners, are going to have Netflix. Most of us, I would think, have a
I
Netflix
had Netflix
account.
3 years before I ever cut the cord because my kids wanted it.
Of course. Boy, if I